Welcome to everyone. Ooh, I need to shush my voice. Hang on a second. I need to shush my voice in the many different pages that I got open. Welcome to everyone to the Recover from HA support group. I am beyond excited today to share this space with Eliz, and the next few minutes they're all going to be about her story and how she went from not having a period to where she is nowadays. And I would like to start this conversation by saying that Eliz sent me the most beautiful message a week ago, saying 1 year ago, the two of us met, and that's when my life started to change. So first of all, welcome, Eliz. I'm so happy that you're here. How are you today?
I'm really good, thank you.
How about that we go right into the nitty-gritty and you tell us what happened 1 year ago? What made you book that call with me? What made you decide to really give recovery a go?
So about 1 year ago, I was suffering from HA for many years. Actually, I got anorexia about 12 years ago. No, 13. And since I always had not really period always on regularly.
Irregular.
Yeah. And I was trying to figure out how to deal with my body and being fit and um, being always productive. And I was training a lot, and I was thinking I was fit and healthy, but after a couple of years, um, I tell myself, okay, I just got 30 years and I still don't have any period. That's kind of not normal. By the time I met my ex-boyfriend now, and I was thinking, oh, I really want to have children. I had some friend of mine who start family, and I was like, but I can have family right now. This is not healthy. I was thinking also about osteopenia that I suffering now from 10 years, and I had really hard time sleeping, feeling always exhausting. So I take some time to think about this, and I'm tell to myself, now, Liz, you need to just do something about that. So I start reading the book How to Recover from HA. I, I don't remember the book.
It's a good thing that you don't remember a book that it's not part of your life any longer anyway.
Yeah,
That's
but and then I start just looking around on Facebook if there's some group, and I found Claudia, and she tell me about the group and her program, and this really changed my life, actually.
And I am so glad that we connected because I had the most wonderful year with you. But let's start from scratch. You came to me because you were in a place where you're not eating enough, you are overtraining, you felt exhausted, you had osteopenia and all of that. So for all the women that loves details, can you tell us about the kind of exercise that you used to do back at that time?
Back at the time, I was training every single day. In the morning, I was doing a lot of cardio. I was running, doing a lot of musculation and training on like platform on my computer.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was training empty stomach.
Yeah.
And not sleeping enough, and just going with coffee
Yeah.
just after. So not good.
And back at that time, did you go to any medical provider or gynecologist, endocrinologist, and told them, look, I haven't had a period for a long time. What can I do about it?
Yeah, I've seen a gynecologist for 6 years before, And she was always saying to me, oh, just take the pills and everything's gonna be okay.
Mm.
But by the time I was taking pills, and my body just was going all mixed.
Yeah.
And by the time like 2 years before I met you, Claudia, um, I had really bad symptom with my pills, and my family doctor just tell me, I think you should stop that. You don't have relationships, so maybe it's the time. And by this time, I just tell myself, not anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
so you went through the medical route, you saw a gynecologist. It's not that the first time that you decided to take charge of your health, you came to me
Mhm.
directly. You had already tried a few things. And I remember that also when you spoke to your mom about joining my program, because your mom is such a good friend of yours,
Yeah.
she wasn't really that motivational, let's say, because she was afraid that it was not going to work for you. So can you tell me more about that and why did your mom think that way? What was going on at that time?
Actually, since I'm 17, she saw me working really hard to get healthy. I was always like going back and forth with my eating disorder, and I made a lot of therapy. She paid me a lot of therapy also, and I never got the where I want to be. And
Mhm.
she tell me, okay, another therapy. She just don't gonna get over her eating disorder. So I think she was by the time thinking that I was just trying another stuff and trying to helping myself, but she was just don't she wasn't trusting the process anymore. And
Mhm.
actually, if I can, um I think a couple of months ago, she saw me, and she really tell me, Eliz, I'm so proud of you. And I see all the work you've put through, and I should never tell you that in that time.
Oh my God, now I'm gonna start crying again. And for all the people that are watching us, that's my second time in the last half an hour. But I get always very teary during these live sessions because it matters a lot to me and especially in your situation, Elise, we had such a close bond over the past 12 months, and I just want the best for you. So tell us, what was the difference? Why did you decide to really change your life and take charge of your recovery and your health over the past 12 months compared to before?
I think the most element is my desire of living.
Mm.
I was afraid of dying young. I was afraid of not having a family, not just being enough healthy to follow my dream. And I think it's gonna sound cheesy, but Claudia, you just really helped me. You were always there to listen to my vocal. I was getting through a hell, and that just helped me because before the other stuff I try, I didn't got that help you offer me. And I think there's also maybe I'm older now, so I got a lot of challenges in my life, and I was at this point of my life that I was telling myself I have nothing to lose right now. I'm just gonna go over this.
What was the most difficult things to do from the very beginning? The most difficult things to change?
Ah, going all in and just um disconnect my mind on the thing I used to do and think since so many years now, like counting calories, counting my macro, and slowing down,
Mm.
because I used to train a lot to cope with my anxiety. And then I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do to cope now that I don't have all this stuff.
Yeah.
I was really panicking some days,
Mm.
panicking.
And how did you make through that feeling of panic?
Um, I meditate a lot and journal, and I just took a lot of time to breathe and talk to myself. Really, the most kindly I never done,
Mm.
and that helped me a lot. By the time I had my boyfriend also, that was really helpful. So it's a mix
Yeah, you
of
had
things.
a supportive system, plus you started to develop some coping mechanism that really helped you. So a
Mhm.
few fire questions. When I saw you the first time, you didn't have a cycle for how long, by the way?
3 years.
3 years. How many periods have you had over the past 12 months, over the past 6 months? 6. Okay. How many times do you exercise now compared to before?
My God. 2 or 3 days a week.
And how has that relationship with exercise changed compared to the beginning?
I see the exercise now more than just a way to be healthy, just to disconnect, being well. And before it was like a, a feeling of urge and control.
Mm.
Now it's not anymore control. It's just, oh, I feel like moving my body,
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like doing this. Oh, today I feel like just walking. Or today I'm really lazy. I'm gonna take a nap. And
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, I'm proud of this. This is the biggest thing I'm proud of. Yeah.
And that's also something that I would like to underline, that exercising is very healthy. And especially if you have a menstrual cycle and you're
Mhm.
trying to support your bone health, lifting some heavy shit. Sorry
Mhm.
for excuse my language right now, but it's very helpful for women, especially as we age. But if you're in a position where you don't have a cycle and you're exercising every day, that's when you're really losing muscle mass and you're losing your calcium potency, and that's not going to help you long term.
Yeah.
How has your relationship with food changed?
Oh my God. I love food now. I like just trying stuff. Now it's not always easy,
Yeah.
but before it was really like the sport, uh, a control,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm just like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat, and then I'm like, okay, I'm feed, I can do my stuff. Like, it's just natural. I'm spending more time out having dinner with friends, and before I was like really getting more away from the outing, and I was some days I was just not even eating. I was just being with family, and oh, I'm not hungry, or oh, I can eat that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is not good for me. And then I'm like, oh, I want to try this. Oh, I just got some already today. Okay, let's have more. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a release.
Are you still tracking calories?
Nope.
Alrighty, so we went through the exercise, we went through the nutrition part, and one question that lots of women really wants to know the answer. Do you find that you've gained so much weight that you hate your body right now?
I love my body right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
What a
don't want to get
beautiful sentence to say out of the blue.
yeah, yeah, I don't want to get back where I was before. I don't like this body. I like my body right now. I feel feminine. I feel beautiful. I feel strong. I don't want to go back. No,
Right.
I'm satisfied.
And we always talk about the physicality of hypothalamic amenorrhea and recovery from it. So getting the period back, losing weight, gaining weight, and all of that. But how else do you think that your life has changed in the past 12 months?
Um, I recognize more now my limit.
Mm.
I recognize what I want, what I deserve. My relationship are so strong than before. Even with my family, before it was always conflict, and now I'm feeling more like that with my parents and my brother. I feel more there. I don't know
Mm.
if you
Co-
understand, but like
Courageous. There
courage,
in means
yeah,
of
like
present.
well, prison. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's very important because when you have disordered thoughts, your brain is really scared, and there is always the monkey mind that takes you to the future and gives you anxious thoughts. So, for example, you're sitting down for dinner with a person, and then you're thinking, "Oh my goodness, how many calories that are they gonna bring me with my meal? And I'm gonna be able to exercise later on. Am I gonna be able to exercise tomorrow morning? What if I don't sleep enough and I cannot wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning?" So there is always those type of thoughts that bring you away from the present moment.
Yeah.
And once they're gone, then you can focus on the people that are right in front of you, which
Mhm.
is marvelous. So, Eliz, one last question that I really want to ask you, and we didn't prep this question, we possibly should have done that before, but if there is one thing that you would like to share with the women that are watching you now on replay or even in the future that are thinking of getting the period back, or they're trying to get the period back, or they don't feel happy with where they are in their body, in their life, what would you tell them?
I know it's scary. I know it's a lot. I know that you're lost, but just do it because you won't regret it. Um, Life is here and times fly. So don't waste your time anymore. Just do it.
Just do it. The best time was yesterday. The second best time is today. I'm pretty sure that everyone has heard this sentence before. And obviously, I need to ask you, would you redo the period comeback protocol again if you could go travel back in time?
To be honest, no, because it was so hard.
Was it worth it though?
Yes. Like, if I had to go back, yes, but like no.
Yes.
It's like I love so much my life right now because I feel free and I feel healthy, and it was a hell
Yeah.
before. It was a big challenge, so yeah.
And I
I don't
also,
want to scare anyone, but like yeah.
but it's also very important to underline something that you decided to join the period comeback protocol because you are afraid of actually dying young, which is a big fear, and you
Mhm.
were suffering from many symptoms and side effects, and you didn't have a period for a long, an extended time, and
Yeah.
you decided to join us, and 12 months later, you have already had 6 periods, right? Which means that the months that you spent suffering were not really that long, were just a drop in the bucket compared to the fear that you have before of dying young and compared to the rest of your life. And I think that sometimes it's also important to bring things into perspective. Yes, it was hard, but normally when you do something hard, you always get the reward from it. And there is always a lesson to be learned. And I think that you learn so many lessons over this year that you're going to keep for the rest of your life and also with your future kids whenever that's going to happen. So I'm really excited about your future, Eliz. Is there anything else that you would like to say before I say goodbye?
To you or the
In
girls?
general, if there is anything else that you would like to add.
Just thank you. I'm gonna cry. It was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so
Amazing.
much, Eliz. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all of us for watching, and I'll see you next time.